Liverpool FC team news versus Crystal Palace, injuries and available squad.Arne. Slot is missing just 2 players through injury from his squad to play against Crystal Palace in the Community Shield, while the result will be quickly forgotten. Sunday's outing at Wembley provides a chance for Liverpool to rehearse ahead of their Premier League opener against Bournemouth 5 days later. Liverpool should line up with a strong team before making use of the 6 substitutions on offer. In the second half, while 2 players will likely be absent from proceedings, Liverpool have a further 2 men, in Virgil.Van Dijk and Alisson, who are available after missing Monday's friendlies against Athletic Club.Van Dijk returns following illness, while Alisson also comes back into the fold, having had some time off for personal reasons. Unfortunately, Liverpool will be without Joe Gomez and Connor Bradley. However, the latter didn't train on Friday and was also not involved in either of the games against Athletic Club. This leaves Jeremy Frimpong to start at right back for the Reds. In addition, Gomez is out with an Achilles problem that forced him to fly home early from Liverpool's preseason tour in Asia. Slot said on Friday that though he has a minor injury at the moment, the 28-year-old will be back with the team very soon. The other fitness issue with which Slot has to contend is regarding Alexis Mac Allister. The Argentine has only played 84 minutes of Liverpool's preseason so far and is still regaining match sharpness following a series of problems over the summer. Slot explained, "He was out for 2 months, I think, or longer, because we didn't play him in the last 4 games of the season. He trained with us since a week now, played 30 minutes, 45 minutes. So that's not a situation where you would start a player and play him for 90 minutes. Starting is possible, but definitely not for 90 minutes. Goalkeepers: Alisson, Mamardashvili. Pexi, Woodman. Defenders: Van Dijk, Konate, Frimpong, Robertson, Kirkes, Tsimikas, Stevenson. Midfielders: Mac Allister, Szoboszlai, Jones, Gravenberch, Endo, Elliott. Niona. Forwards: Salah, Gakpo, Wirtz, Ekitike, Kiza, Ngumoha, Doak, Dans. Right? Liverpool midfielder Ryan Gravenberch will be available to feature against Crystal Palace today afternoon in the Community Shield, despite picking up a red card ban in the final match of last season. The Dutchman had his Premier League title celebrations slightly soured in May when he was shown a straight red card for denying a clear goal-scoring opportunity at the time. The Reds were 1-0 down, and Gravenberch's decision to bring down Daichi Kamada was ultimately justified late on as Mohamed Salah equalized to ensure the points were shared, coincidentally in Liverpool's first competitive match of the season. They will take on Palace in the Community Shield at Wembley Stadium. Due to this being a competitive fixture, many have questioned whether Gravenberch will be able to feature for Liverpool today or whether he will be serving a suspension. It has since been confirmed by the club that the 23-year-old can face Palace due to a loophole in the suspension rules. As the red card was picked up in the Premier League, the ban will be served in that competition. This is not always the case, though. For more serious offenses, the FA does have the right to extend the ban across all domestic competitions, but that action has not been taken in this instance. While Gravenberch can feature today, the ban does run over into the new Premier League season, which starts on Friday, August 15th, at home to AFC Bournemouth. Almost there. The end of a long wait without competitive action is fast approaching, with Liverpool preparing to begin the defense of the record-equaling 20th championship secured in emphatic fashion last season. The Reds' final warm-up game comes in the form of the traditional curtain raiser to the campaign on Sunday afternoon when they take on Crystal Palace at Wembley, having ended last season with a 1-1 draw against the Londoners at Anfield, so the proper stuff is back for Liverpool then. Well, sort of. The Community Shield may not be the biggest piece of silver up for grabs for the Reds this coming campaign, but lifting it at Wembley today will be no bad thing in an effort to further foster that winning feeling at Anfield, fresh off their Premier League title. There are plenty of options for Arne. Slot at left back and in midfield, but there is a worrying lack of depth at centre back at present, and with Luis Diaz and Darwin Núñez both now out the door. The need for another attacker is clear also. Let's see what happens with a certain Sweden international at Newcastle United. Ryan Gravenberch is suspended for next week's big kickoff at home to Bournemouth, so it might be futile to start him in this one. Florian Wirtz gets the nod, though. The Germany international looks a hugely exciting talent. Alisson can start to build up some fitness and momentum, having missed a chunk of preseason for private reasons, while Ibrahima Konate will partner Virgil van Dijk in the hope that both come through unscathed. What then is Reds boss Arne Slot to do? With only 5 days until the real stuff begins at home, Bournemouth, it's time to go as strong as possible, albeit with one eye on the base of the midfield that probably won't start against the Cherries. Alexis Mac Allister is still getting up to speed and can have the final half hour of the game against Palace, while Ryan Gravenberch is suspended for the Premier League opener. So it's a good chance to see what Dominic Szoboszlai and Curtis Jones can do as a partnership. The rest of the team picks itself, with Connor Bradley unlikely to be risked at right back, meaning a start for Jeremy Frimpong and Milos Kerkez ahead of Andy Robertson at left back. Alisson Becker is back and needs time in goal, with Ibrahima Kone joining Virgil van Dijk at the heart of the defense. Record signing Florian Wirtz plays behind the front three of Cody Gakpo on the left, Mohamed Salah on the right, and new boy Hugo Ekitike up front. Expect strong minutes from Rio Ngumoha in the second half.